Hello everyone, this is Princess here, and for today's video we are going to talk about the Heretics event that is coming to Global. So for this event, our returning force is going to be Yuna, who is finally getting Force Echo. It took a really long time for her to get it in JP, but she's getting it a lot earlier in Global, and the next character to get their Force in Burst is going to be Relm. So let's get started. Okay, so Relm's force weapon is called the Wild Brush, and this will grant the force time Portrait Mirage attack, and her force partner is Kelger. It's a 6-hit AoE Brave split HP attack that is dealt 4 times and will inflict sketch to all enemies for 2 turns. So for the bonus, it's a bit specific, but the bonuses can still be done by everyone. So it's 40% when using a magic skill, and then 40% when attacking an enemy that has the sketch debuff on them. So in terms of like magic characters, you could probably use like some of the more recent characters like Cater, Deuce, or Papalamo, or someone like Beatrix and Ace, who recently just got Force Enhancement 50. Okay, so then for her burst weapon, it is the Angel Brush, which will grant the finishing burst Promise Painting. It is an 8-hit AoE Brave split HP attack that is dealt twice, and her burst effect is 6 turns. So during her, when her burst effect is active, turns do not decrease on free turns that are granted from Sketch. And then this is kind of a little more specific. So Relm and the right ally will turn warp when enemy with Sketch acts. And then Relm and the left ally will have a boost in Brave damage cap, HP damage, and then max Brave cap. And then it has the usual, so party Brave damage goes up by 20%, Brave damage cap up by 50%, HP damage up by 20%, and then max Brave cap by 30%. So if you wanted an idea on how you can use Relm for this, so you could pair a DPS character on her right side. So we're going to be getting Ida soon, so you can pair her with Relm, or someone like Papalamo, or you could pair her with like an off-turn character, so someone like Beatrix, or Core, or Weiss. And then you can just put anyone on the left side, so someone like a Force Charger, or like a supportive character. And Stimpy did make this pretty interesting video. I will link it below in the comments so that you can check it out. So for the boss, you will be fighting the Heretic Effect. It's those zombie mermaids that came out when Ultimecia first came out, or you fought them in Transcendence Tier 1. So their attacks are pretty much the same, and then for their for their force time, let me just go over to it really quickly. So for their force gauge, so it goes up by 4% whenever the player acts, and then about, like, I want to say 20, 50, and then around like 80%, they will use Water Spread, which is just like this water AoE Brave attack that delays you by 1 turn, and then they would follow up with something like Darka, or just like an HP attack. So there's not too dangerous, but then like when their force time is up, they will use Cut in turn order, and then that is when their turns are locked and they're going to have this aura active. So during their force time, you cannot delay them even if you break them, because their turns are locked in place. And then they will trigger Water Spread Plus when a player acts 6 times in a row. So that's the biggest thing you want to note about this fight. When their auras are up during force time, it will change colors based on consecutive turns. So if you take 3 turns, the aura is going to be yellow. If you take 4 turns, it's going to be red. At 5 turns, the aura just disappears, and then they will use Water Spread Plus on the next turn, which is this guaranteed AoE Brave HP attack. And then the aura will just reset to white after their turn ends. So in order to cancel their force time, you want to use a magic Brave force that can inflict at least 1 debuff. So characters like Fusoya, Shantoto, Ace, Neon, or Terra can help with this. Or if you don't have any of those characters, someone like Rydia, Celeste, Hope, or Seymour could also work. So now I'm going to head over to JP so that I can showcase Relm's force. I will be right back. Okay, so we are back on Arc 3, Chapter 8. So I'm just going to kill one of the mobs already with a Yuna. Okay, so here is the force. All right, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The animation for that was kind of cool. So overall, my final thoughts on Relm. So first off, I don't use her a whole lot, but if you do really like her or Final Fantasy VI, absolutely, go ahead and pull for her. Her turn warping can be a problem during force time, but now that we have like force retention as a thing, she can at least take advantage of that. And what else would I want to say? Oh, so her sketch debuff, it's still at 2 turns. I definitely think she should have gotten like a longer duration for it. And then going to her burst, I think it's pretty creative in where you want to place your character so that they can benefit from her effect. So I'm kind of like, I have mixed thoughts about Realm. On one hand, like you can use her, what's it called, her burst effect to her advantage, but then with her turn warping during force time, you don't want that to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say about it. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you will be pulling for Relm or for Yuna, and I will see you all in my next video.